Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on this shoot down traps. So when I shoot down this trap, there's a red weight hanging from this cable. If this fall on these characters, the character will die. So here's the demonstration. So this bigger screen is the server. This is one of the clients. So as you can see, it's replicating properly from the server to client. Now let's check this similar system from using a client instance. So this small screen, this is what I am using now. So if I shoot down from this client, you can see it is still replicating. So it works in both client to server, server to server, and client to client. Alright, let's see how to do this today. This episode is sponsored by these generous patrons. Thank you very much for the support. Right, so this is our multiplayer FPS project, and we have this usual first person view mode here. Right, this is the multiplayer enabled character. That's why we have a couple of guns, only hands, and a third person character mesh, because we need to see this in other players perspective as well. Right, so I have shown those things. So let's create this hanging trap. Okay, so first let's go to blueprints. Here let's create a new blueprint in the type of actor. Let's call it PP hanging trap. Right, let's open it up. Okay, now here first I'll add cube like this. Let's see how large this is in the map. That's quite large. But that size is okay. So, or maybe not, let's make it, let's call this one base, and let's duplicate this with Ctrl W, and I'll call that one weight. Let's move the weight down like this, and I'll make the base smaller. Look at 0.2, 0.3. Okay, this is good. Right, and here, so I'm going to connect this weight to the base with the constraint. So let's add a physics constraint under the default zone root. Let's move it in the middle somewhere. Right, now as the component name 1, I'll give base. Oh, it's simple. And the component name 2, weight. Okay, now you can see this one is connected here, and here I'll simulate physics for the weight. Where's physics? Where's physics? Here. Okay, now let's check. Now as you can see, it is hanging. To properly visualize this, now let's add a cable. And let's set the cable location 0 0 0, so it's same as the base location. And here attach start, attach end. So here attach end, let's try wait. Okay, and here is offset, let's make it 0. Right, now let's see how this works. See, now you can see the cable is attached to the weight. Okay, now let's make it move a little bit. Now the next thing I want to happen is when I shoot on this cable, this weight should fall down. Right, so now to enable getting short and breaking, how can we implement it? So let me check quickly how does the shooting mechanism works in our character. Shooting here. So here what we do is doing a line trace. Okay, let me add a debug type and see if that hits this cable. Looks like it doesn't. So I guess can we enable collisions for this? Right here under advanced options of cable we have enable collision. Right, let's see now the hit the line trace. Oh, still no. Okay, alright, it looks like we can't really enable collisions for line traces in the cable component. So, and also it says this greatly increases the cost of the cable simulation if I enable collisions. So yeah, let's just disable it, and let's add a collider here. A box collision under the cable, and let's match it. Like this. Okay, now let's set this to what's the line trace channel, camera channel. Okay, let's make it custom and ignore everything else and block only the camera. And since this is not waving, should be fine. Right, okay, now it does detect. Alright, so then what I'm gonna do is here when we call on whatever the actor hits, get hit. Well, actually this is through BPI MP character. So if I implement MP character on the cable, that's not logical because it's not a character. So therefore, what can we do? What do we have here? Start. Okay, let's create a new blueprint interface. BPI hit targets, right? Well, not targets, hit target. And here get hit. So it has only, it doesn't have any inputs. So similar to that, here let's implement a function on bullet hit. For now we don't need any inputs. Right, now in the first person character, here we have get hit. So let's implement hit target, because I'm going to replace this get hit character interface event, MP character interface event, with the on bullet hit event on bullet hit, like this. And let's get rid of this one. Right, now here instead of get hit, let's use on bullet hit. This is not relevant to what we are doing at the moment. This is only relevant to keep in the consistency of the system. Right, now let's implement this BPI hit target interface in this trap here. Then let's implement on bullet hit event. So when this happens, what I'm gonna do is get the physics constraint. I'm gonna how do we make it disable this? What if we call destroy component? Should the weight fall down if I do that? Let's see. Oh, looks like it does. So wait. Let's shoot only once. Right, so we have to give some force here. Okay, so let's add do once node and destroy component and give the weight force downwards be at 10 and cable set attach and to what if we make it blank? Let's see. Oh, I think it's going to crash because everything is stuck. Yeah, just like I thought. Okay, let's restart and see what else we can do. Alright, so I restarted and this is what I did. I added the force, but it says 0 force. no value, just to invoke the simulation of the weight, and then I set attach end to none of the cable component. Right, then after that, see, this is what happens. And maybe I should completely disable the rope simulation or destroy the rope component as well. The cable component, yeah, let's do that. Let's assume it's get destroyed when we shoot it. So destroy component. Right, sure. Okay, this falls down. Great. So the next step is, when this falls down, the whatever the character hits by this should damaged and die. Right, so to do that, let's move this one up. Right, so first let's move this to a place where multiplayer, where another character is spawned. Right, this is fine. Now this is what we have at the moment. When I shoot, let me go closer. Right, this falls down. So the next step is implementing a way to damage the characters if this object fall on a character. Right, so in our character we have this grenade hit event here. So it works as like this. When this grenade hit event is called, we get, let me show you a place that I call this. It's inside the grenade. So we can, what I'm going to do is reusing the same function to damage the character. So damage is to damage the character when character hit by this hanging trap. So like this. Okay, now in the hanging trap, when on bullet hit, let's add an on component hit event, and when this is hit, and I will enable damaging only when this is falling. So here I'll create a variable boolean as falling, and I'll set it to true for a limited time when this falls, and I'll assume that this will falling down will be finished in 2 seconds. Then after that I'll set the falling to false. Okay, now in this on component hit, if the object is in the falling state, actually we could control this with by setting enabling and disabling these hit events as well. Maybe we should do that, so we don't need an additional parameter. Anyway, let's see, set hit event. Oh, we don't have a function to generate hit events. Why is that? only overlap. Okay, then I'll keep this enabled, so we can use we have to keep using the parameter, right? It's not a problem. Okay, here on the other actor I'll call what's the function? Grenade hit. Yeah, let's use it. Other actor, grenade hit. As the damage I'll give 2, and as explosion location I'll give the world location of the object. Get location. Okay. Oh, sorry, we have one mistake. We should not use the box, we should use the weight. This is a mistake, because it's the weight that falls down, not the box. Right. Okay, let's test now. And before that, one more thing. I should disable this on bullet hit events. Oh no, that's not relevant for the moment. Let's play as the listen server with 3 instances. So here you can see other players. Let me shoot this down. See, it killed the other player. Right, let me place 2 of them. In here too. Right. Okay, it killed the player and they were respawned, but that's the way we have implemented. But anyway, it is working. So wait, now let's test how it works when we shoot from a client. So this bigger screen is the server, this is the client. Let me shoot. Okay, it works from both cases. See, great. Okay, so no problem with replication also. Right, so with that we can stop this episode, and if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club, and project files link will be in the description below. Thanks for watching. See you in another episode. Goodbye.